Hey everybody, GC13 here. I started watching The Owl House to talk about it on the podcast, and while I want to watch more, I had to stop after the first episode so I could make this video. You see, this video requires a special perspective, because it's specifically about the expectations the first episode sets about the series' protagonist, Luz. In short, I think the first episode does a terrible job of telling us who Luz is, and I only wanted to make this call not knowing how she's portrayed in the rest of the episodes thus far, I think it did a great job of showing us who she is. Be honest, Luz got some really shabby treatment from the beginning of the first episode. The girl sitting in the principal's office may as well have been from outer space. I find it especially absurd that she can't seem to understand why people might not want to be sprayed with spiders, but you'd think she'd have been able to figure out that losing her snakes at school would be bad for her. Like, maybe it should have been a concern beforehand, not something she only remembered after it being mentioned. This is the Luz who needs to go to reality camp. We're obviously supposed to think that reality camp is terrible, bad, wrong, being weird is awesome, quit oppressing her. Everything about the conformatorium, right down to its name, says that.
Let this be a lesson to all of you. There's no place in society for you if you can't fit in.
I want to say all that was on the nose, but he even says it while holding Nose Girl. Intentional. It has to be intentional. I don't think it's fair to compare the conformatorium to reality camp, by the way. I mean, Luz's mother expected her to have easy access to a cell phone the entire time, so I think cages are off the table. Either that, or she's going to be really confused by Luz's text. The episode does expect you to conflate the two, however, given how by the time Luz is headed off to reality camp, it seems to want you to think that she's being sent there for making anime music videos and reading fantasy novels. Stuff that would land you in the conformatorium, for sure. But the Luz sitting in that principal's office is about as alien to the Luz in the rest of the episode as she is to all of the normies she sprayed with spiders. I could believe that space alien Luz doesn't have any friends, because she thinks it's okay to set off fireworks inside, and I'm pretty sure that's extremely dangerous. But anime fan Luz seems to make friends quite easily. And yes, I'm cheating a little bit, knowing that there are more characters coming, but if they're in the end credits, then they're fair game. Look at how quickly she made friends with Ida and King. Yes, Ida and King did have a special need for Luz at first, but you can't tell me she didn't win them over. She's kind, seems to instinctively help others, and is just fine at social interaction. Not only should she want friends, she should pretty easily get at least some. One should never underestimate clickiness, but you can't say that being the weird, anime-loving fantasy novel girl would scare everyone away. Now, I think I know what they're going for here. I think the moral is that Luz is just fine. She just needs to find a place where she fits in.
I've been waiting to use this. Meow meow.
It's hideous. Oh, you'll fit right in.
Nailed it. Not that I think we were shown this very well. If anime and fantasy novels are what pass for making Luz weird, then she already has a place she fits in. It's called school. There, she'll meet a lot of what are called kids. These kids may not like being sprayed with spiders, but lots of them like anime, and lots of them like fantasy novels. And as long as space alien Luz can be persuaded not to burn the school down, then anime fan Luz should have no trouble making friends. Warden Wrath may get a dark monologue about people deserving to be locked up if they can't fit into his vision of society, but space alien Luz is a menace who needs to be strapped to a chair until I'm convinced that she knows that humans can't fly. And anime fan Luz would already fit into our society. I look forward to watching more of The Owl House, but the first episode can't fool me. No matter what her principal and her mother tell us, Luz is no space alien. She's shown us who she is, and that's a good friend. What do you guys think? Do you think the first episode oversold Luz not fitting in? What other facts about humans should we teach space alien Luz while she's at reality camp? Let me know down in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more cartoon videos.